Hey, this is Peter and welcome to another Take a Break with Valley CAD. So we're going to continue on with our What's New 22 series here. And what we're going to be looking at here is actually working through this part file right here. And we're going to see how we can quickly see reference geometry. That's your planes, axes, and points inside of a part file. Really awesome how SOLIDWORKS implemented this in 22. So go get your favorite cup of coffee or tea, and I'll see you in SOLIDWORKS in just a clip. Hey there, welcome to SOLIDWORKS. So this file here that we're going to be working through to implement how we can see reference geometry, it's actually a file that we use in our Essentials class, and it's working through editing repairs and also editing design changes. And so if you want to learn more about how you can go about that and techniques for that, give us a call. You can learn about that. It's an awesome 4-day course that we offer in person as well as online. Okay, so in 22, SOLIDWORKS 2022, I should say, they made it really convenient for you to be able to see what are called temporary axes, and also you can see all your reference planes. It is awesome how SOLIDWORKS made this so quickly available because I use them quite often. And so the first one that we're going to look at here is being able to see a temporary axis. Now, pre-2022, what you'd have to do is come up to your heads-up toolbar to that little eyeball there, click on the drop-down, and this is where you can make things visible or hidden. And so, for instance, you see view axes, and then you also see view temporary axis. And so if I click on that, SOLIDWORKS will now show all these blue dotted lines wherever it sees an arc or a circle. And so whenever SOLIDWORKS comes in, they automatically create that temporary axis for you. And it's just the center of that given geometry. That's a circular or an arc shape. And so now in 2022, you don't have to do that because, you know, if I made this visible and then all of a sudden I go into an assembly and let's say I have a ton of parts that have a circular shape to it, well, my entire assembly is going to show up with all these blue dotted lines, and that can get really just congested really fast. So SOLIDWORKS made it to where now instead of having to turn that on and off, if you come over and you just hover over a circular shape, SOLIDWORKS will then show you the temporary axis of that circular shape. So awesome. Now, why is that helpful? Well, let's say for instance here, I have this one file, this feature here called rib under, and it's currently underdefined. Let's say that my design intent on this is that I need to make it to where this arc and this rib under, I should say, is centered about this circular profile. So a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll come in and create a center line, and they'll like hover over the arc here, or you know, sometimes it has a hard time trying to find the center of this circle here. So SOLIDWORKS, what I would recommend to do is come in and utilize the temporary axis. And a lot of people don't realize that you can do this. So now with 2022, if I just hover over this circular shape here, SOLIDWORKS will now make that temporary axis visible, so I can click on it, hold down Control, click on the center mark of that arc, and guess what? Tell it to be coincident. So now I know that this will always be centered about that circular profile. And then from there, continue on, and we can do some more smart dimensioning on it. We'll simply say that this is an 8 millimeter radius on it, and we'll make it so that this leg here is going to be 21 millimeters off from the back edge. Simply say OK to that, done. So now this rib under is fully defined because I utilized that temporary axis and added a couple more dimensions to it. Now the other way that we could see what are called reference geometry, such as planes, is really easy to do now as well. So in the past, just like what I was showing you, you had to come up to your heads up toolbar, click on that eyeball, and then you can see your planes. So you see view planes on there. And so if I click on that, you know, we don't see anything. Well, it's because I would now have to come over here to my design tree or my feature manager design tree, and I would have to make these visible or hidden one by one. And so that right there is pretty annoying, right? It's like, no, I just want to see my planes really quick so that way I can work with it. Well, in SOLIDWORKS 2022, you just push the letter Q on your keyboard. That's it. Then from there, SOLIDWORKS will temporarily make all your planes visible. From there, you can simply click on that given plane and do whatever command you need to do. So let's say, for instance, hey, I need to make another offset plane. off of my circular plane there, hold down Control, drag that off like so, done. Simple as that. So once again, just push the letter Q and you're done. So SOLIDWORKS 2022 has a lot of awesome enhancements on it. This is just 2 of them, and it really helps you get like faster in your modeling. Like, I absolutely love it that I don't have to move my cursor up here, come back down. I could stay where the action is and work with my geometry as I see it, or quickly use my left hand and push Q. And I always use Q, but I would always use the Control Q function because that's a forced rebuild. Anyways, so SOLIDWORKS 2022, awesome enhancements on it. So if you are enjoying these videos, please click that thumbs up button. Also click subscribe so you can get notified of future Take a Break videos and other videos we are posting here at Valley CAD. Have a great rest of the day and make sure you learn something new.